Hello, welcome to Pro Mixing and Mastering. Today I'm going to show you a secret that is going to blow your mind. How to bring out the low end during mastering. Low end secret. Yeah, it is a secret that you guys have been waiting for, and I know you want to bring out that low end, but you don't know how to do it. So today I'm going to show you how you can bring out the low end. This is not going to be a paid plugin or any other plugin. This is right in Cubase, and this plugin that I'm talking about is this one right here, which is called multi-band compressor. It's not gonna be complicated. I'm gonna show you how simple it is for you to make your sounds bigger, and just making sure that that bass is punchy and yet not destroying or disturbing your speakers. So the low end secret is that we are going to work with the multi-band compressor and see how we can control the low end, at the same time make sure that your mix or your master just sounds smooth, silky, and at the same time punchy, and yet the bass is not even distorting or causing any noise, shaky noise or anything like that. So what you do is, in your mix bass, in your mastering bass, after you have done your mixing and all that, and you take your mix for mastering, what you do is put in a multi-band at the beginning of your plugins. Let multi-band be the first plugin that you throw in. Now after you have thrown in your multi-band compressor, here is where you come to this channel right here, the last channel to your left. And what you do is, let me turn this on. Make sure you use your headsets while listening to this, or maybe, unless if you have good monitor speakers, you can listen to this, because some of this low end is just going to be heard in your sub or your headsets or your headphones. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna play this part of this low end. Listen to this. What's happening in the song is this. So what I want to do is, I want this low end to come out. So what you do is just solo this band. This is a solo band, so solo this band, and once you solo this band, it's gonna sound like this when you play your song. Only the low end is gonna be heard. So what you do is, a lot of producers just raise this. This is not how you do it. You want to make sure that you control the bass. So what you do is raise your threshold to negative 32.1, and then your ratio, just take it all the way to 8.0, because this is gonna squash that low end, but at the same time make sure that your low end gets balanced, doesn't stand up and become too bassy. You don't want it to become too bassy. You want it to be bassy but at the same time controlled, and this is why you take all your ratio to all the way to 8.0, but I'm gonna take it to 1.0 so you guys can take a listen to this. You see, there is no compression happening. What this means is that this is the compression sign. When you see it going down, for example, like this, yeah, you see this, that shows that compression is happening on the bass or the low end. So whenever compression is not happening on the low end, your bass is just gonna cut through your speakers, and it's not gonna sound great. You want it to be there, but at the same time to be more or much, but at the same time controlled, just like professional songs. So what you do is take your ratio all the way to 8.0 like this. See what is going to happen immediately I begin to take this ratio to 8.0. suddenly the bass becomes silky, right? You want to like make it smooth, but at the same time you want to make sure that it still has that punchy frequency. It still has that power. So just take it to 8.0. Then your ratio is this. We have, let me just save my preset to F. So your threshold, makes sure does this. So I'm gonna take the threshold to 0.0 so you guys can like look at it. So the bass is there, but it is not controlled. It just has its own way of coming out and just hitting the speakers. You don't want that. You want it to be in a certain place where it is controlled. So what you do is start bringing the ratio down just like this till you see compression taking place, just like this. Why? So that those other peaks where the bass is like hitting hard can be controlled, so that whenever it's about to hit hard, then it gets controlled. So what the effect that you're gonna have is the effect where all the places are even. So the effect that you're gonna have is an effect where the bass, where the bass hits hard, but at the same time controlled, like you can't go further than this even though you're hitting hard. And that's the effect that you get in most professional songs. So let's take it all the way to a place where we feel like okay, it's okay, controlled right there. Let's till we begin to see compression taking place right here. All right, compression has started taking place right here. So whenever what's happening is whenever the bass is like wanna come out, the work of the threshold is to control the bass. Whenever the frequencies are too powerful, what is going to happen is that the compressor is just going to make sure that those powerful frequencies are still controlled. They are not like making your sound muddy. They are like controlled and put in a place where they are supposed to be. So this is the work. So I'm gonna put my threshold on negative 33.0. Then the next trick is the attack. This one right here. This one is gonna make sure that your bass is, let me just play this. So I take back this attack to 100.0. You see, so right now at this point, the compression is like in slow motion. So most of those higher powerful frequencies are not captured quickly. So we want to capture them quickly. As soon as they come, we want to make sure that they become compressed. How do we do that? You just take your attack to a faster attack like this. You will see this becoming faster, capturing all the hard frequencies or the powerful frequencies very fast. For now, it is very, very slow. For it like to recover back, it will like the moment it recovers back those powerful frequencies, another powerful frequency has already cross the line. So we don't want that. We don't want the powerful frequencies to cross the line. So whenever you don't want the powerful frequencies to cross the line, normally this is what happens when like you master something, then you come to, when you take it into like when you begin to listen to it in the subs in your car or your house, find out that the bass is like, what's happening, it's not controlled, the low end is not controlled. It's because of the attack, the way the way your bass is coming out. Some of those frequencies are just too powerful. Whenever you do not do this, they are just like gonna come out and behave the way they want to behave. In this way, we don't want the low end to behave the way it wants to behave. We want to control it. So the attack, that's where the attack comes in. So let's draw back the attack, take it back to a faster attack. Then you begin to see compression becoming very fast right here. So right there, 8.6 is very nice. You can see that compression is becoming very fast. Then the release, see what is going to happen immediately I take the release to this side. How you want the compressor to be releasing those hard and powerful frequencies. Do you want them to be released slower, or you want them to be released faster, captured faster, released faster, captured faster, released faster? Well, we want them to be released faster. We don't want them to be like too slow to be released slowly. No, we just want them immediately. We want the low end to be attacked immediately, and that's how I love the low end to be attacked. So right now, let's take it to slow. Let's take it to fast. So why put our release on fast? We want the low end to like have that punch, to have that power, but at the same time controlled by the ratio, threshold, and attack. So we want to preserve that punchiness, or that punchy frequency. We want to preserve it. Whenever you take it to a very slow, some of those frequencies, punchy frequencies, draw back a little bit. So I do not want those punchy frequencies to draw back a little bit. We want them to like cut through. But even though we have allowed those frequencies to cut through, the compressor is still gonna like compress those frequencies. So it's punchy, but at the same time controlled professionally. So let's take it back. And then once you have done this, remember, we are just dealing with the low end. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. So we are dealing with the low end. We just want our low end to like work out. And basically you can do the same to the mid-range, you can do the same to the highs. You can like use the same technique that I've showed you to deal with your mid-range. If you want to deal with your mid-range, you can deal with your mid-range, and you can deal with your highs, you know. So you can basically use this to deal with the rest of the frequencies. So basically, guys, this is how you deal with your low end. So after that, what you do is, after you've balanced like that, what you do is just start unsolo it first, and then start raising. So with mine, I feel like right here. So with mine, right here is a good place for the low end and the bass. I like what I have done to the low end. Then I can go ahead and use the same technique to the rest of the bands. So I'll see you in the next one.